Presented by the Utah National Guard. And now, here to perform O Canada and the Star-Spangled Banner, David Osmond.
Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Cancer. The Utah community and all of the NHL players and coaches are united Thank you. Here for tonight's ceremonial puck draw, please welcome Porter Kellum. 13-year-old Porter is the oldest of 4 boys. He loves science, engineering, and competing in regional shotgun sport play tournaments. Porter is always wearing a hat and loves playing with and taking care of his baby brother, Charlie. Last Christmas, Porter complained of not being able to breathe out of his nose. After multiple consults with a handful of specialists, 4 blood transfusions, and 3 surgeries, Porter was diagnosed with a very rare malignant sinus tumor. Since having his tumors removed, Porter has received daily radiation treatments at Huntsman Cancer Institute. Porter and his family are beyond grateful for the amazing level of care that he has received from the University of Utah Hospital, Huntsman Cancer Institute, and Primary Children's Hospital, especially his doctor and surgeon, Dr. Jeremiah Alt. Porter finishes his radiation therapy next week and is excited to keep cheering on Utah Hockey Club for the rest of the season. Joining Porter for the ceremonial puck drop are his parents, Amanda and Lawrence, as well as Oilers captain Connor McDavid and Utah captain Clayton Keller. Utah, one more time for our friend Porter.
Well, as you make
jerseys here, and they do some things that are pretty unique. They've got a committed owner; he's all in. They have a price point for different types of fans. Obviously, it's a completely new market. They did have the Salt Lake American, the old IHL team.
IHL team,
back in the day. We're at such a completely different place with what the experience has been like here, as opposed to the death march that seemingly was the Arizona Coyotes franchise. So,
and we were there for the last game,
right, which was really hard.
It was a very somber feeling. Wasn't really enjoyable, to tell you the truth.
No, it wasn't. So, let's get after it. Let's go play a game. I mean, we're ready to go, and it's a unique. The two ends they're going to be blown out one side one year and another side the next year, and so we're looking forward to having some fun. This is an exciting young team. They're at a different place than they were when they were in Arizona, because they were accumulating picks every year. Now they don't need them. Like, now they went out and got Sergachev. They gave up a former mid-first rounder in terms of Geeky in that deal, and frankly, a defenseman that was fairly useful for Arizona last year as well.
So we are just about set to go here at the Delta Center. Oilers start off a 3-game swing. They will be in Denver tomorrow. They will be in Vegas on Tuesday. This Utah club, they're off to Vegas tomorrow. They're just back from a road trip that saw them win a couple and lose a couple. They were in Pittsburgh, Boston, Toronto, Montreal. The last game was a 3-2 overtime win at Montreal. For the Oilers, they haven't played since last Saturday. That was a 6-2 win over the New York Rangers. The Oilers played incredibly well in that game.
Well, they're about to see the world's best player, and he's rested. And the Oilers have a pretty good second-line center coming too tonight.
And he's been rolling 18 points in the last 8 games for Connor McDavid.
Nick Bukestad, of course, as you mentioned, helped this organization get Michael Kesselring, who's really emerging as a pretty good D-man.
All right, we dropped the puck. We are underway. Gets dumped into the Oilers zone. Bouchard after it. He's got Michelli right on him. Goes to the end boards. Up the right side. Kapanen can't get it out. It was Sergachev to keep it in. Nugent Hopkins trying to poke the puck into the corner. Mata in from the right wing point. It does come free, and Bukestad works in behind the Edmonton net. Taken away, though, by Ekholm. The Nugent Hopkins back to Matthias Ekholm.
It's a hard-press forecheck here.
I'll say. Off the left wing glass and out. Sergachev will take it behind his goal. He'll wait back there. Vejmelka, 11 saves, and that 3-2 overtime win at Montreal on Tuesday. Connor Ingram out due to injury right now. Puck comes up to center ice. Keller has it for Utah. Cross ice to Bortuzzo. He'll wire it into the Oilers zone. We're scoreless for here in the first period. Puck Olsen off the left wing boards, able to get it out. Got his first goal as a member of the Edmonton Oilers last Saturday against the Rangers. Puck up against the boards inside the Utah zone. Push to the middle, comes across to Bortuzzo. Up the right wing to center, off the stick of Keller to Schmaltz. Playing just in over the line. Kulak up to Brown on the right wing at center ice. He'll flip it in. Puck Olsen after. Mata on the end boards to Bortuzzo, and Bortuzzo up the left side finds McBain into the Oiler end on the left wing for Gunther. Puck gets batted up into the air, and we'll go to Janmark, and he'll come down the right wing into the Utah zone to the right wing corner, knocked off the stick by Logan Cooley, comes in front of the net, and there is Vejmelka to cover it up. Minute 37 gone here in a scoreless first period.
Well, Juuso Valimaki is back in for this Utah squad. He's been healthy scratched a couple times. This was a guy we thought last year Moser was the defenseman that went over from this organization to Tampa in that trade for Sergachev. Tampa had to buy their team down. Sergachev had a no movement clause kicking in, and I'm a little surprised that Vejmelka.
15 minutes, starting now.
Flames.
Face off to the left of Vejmelka as they get everybody lined up. Vejmelka, you're saying with the .922 save percentage, but just .360.
Not quite sure how that happens.
He's getting a lot of run support. That's what that is. Puck comes up the right side. Cardone comes down the right wing, and he one-hands it wide of the Edmonton net, but he was tied up. Puck comes free, top of the circle. Skinner to Janmark. Janmark to center ice. Now into the Utah zone to Jeff Skinner across the nurse. His shot and a save made by Vejmelka through traffic. Stetcher towards the goal. That was deflected by Henrique just wide. It comes out. Henrique to shot and a save made by Vejmelka. He covers it up. Adam Henrique with a glorious opportunity right in the slot, but Vejmelka able to hold on.
Well, an excellent look there created by Jeff Skinner. He's trying to get his game going a bit. And Henrique point blank right in the kill zone, 15 feet out. And Vejmelka fought it off. Now, Cam, I want to discuss something with you. What hand does Vejmelka catch with?
With the right.
And I have a theory on that, okay? A lot of goaltenders catch, majority of goaltenders catch with their left hand. And I think sometimes it's an adjustment for shooters.
Maybe. I think for the left-hand shooters, they like it because they can try glove shelf.
Yeah.
Because the righties always had that glove shelf.
Speaking from personal experience there, did you get beat a few times glove shelf?
Well, he just had to be wary of the right-handed shot. That was sometimes like to go upstairs on the glove side.
Derek Ryan you did an interview with him today several times.
Yes, he does. Puck goes to the right wing corner. Perry will give it to Ryan. Left wing corner back to the point. Nice shot. That goes wide of the net as Kulak let it go and it comes out. Here's Gunther down the left side into the Oilers zone. Tried to cut to the middle, but Kulak was able to separate him from the puck, and it's in the left wing corner of the Oilers zone. Goes to Kulak in behind the net. Up the left wing, and Kajula couldn't get it out. Logan Cooley along the boards for Utah. Now to Gunther. To Cooley in the right wing corner. Out to Gunther. His high riser over the Edmonton goal. Kesselring will keep it in. Come across the blue line. We're scoreless in the first. His shot blocked in front of the net. Comes over to Gunther on the left wing. To the middle to Kesselring. Left side Bortuzzo. And he fires it through the slot. Goes all the way to the corner boards. And Kulak can lift it up and out for the Oilers.
Gunther can really shoot the puck. The Oilers have to be alert. I mean, this guy's going to be a 40-goal scorer in the NHL.
He's got 10 and 10 for 20 points right now. Does Dylan Gunther as he starts up out of the Utah end up the left wing. Only to the Edmonton blue line. Bouchard swings it across to Nugent Hopkins. Skates in over the line to McDavid. Off the corner boards. It goes behind the net. Nugent Hopkins back to the right wing point to Bouchard. Now to Ekholm. His shot. That one goes wide. Mata up the right wing. He's able to get it to Bukestad. He'll chop it out. 3.5 gone here in a scoreless first. Oilers take on the Utah Hockey Club. Up the right wing. Bouchard out through the middle to Ekholm. Now over the line to McDavid. Coming down the left wing. Goes in behind the net. Over to the right. And Sergachev right on him. Gives it to Kapanen. Now to Nugent Hopkins. The shot and the save made by Vejmelka. To the right wing point, Bouchard. Right wing boards to McDavid. To Bouchard, who comes in from the blue line to Kapanen. Played it in behind the goal. Mata put it off of Nugent Hopkins. He's able to get it back to the blue line, though. And Matthias Ekholm down the boards. Knocked down by Nick Bukestad. He'll get it out for Utah. Cross to Krause. He'll softly dump it in.
Pretty clear the Bear, Andre Turgeig's trying to get that Gunther line out against either the third or fourth line of Edmonton.
Keller steals in the right wing corner for Utah. Saucers it across. Cole with a shot. Maybe looking for a redirection. It missed. Goes off the corner boards. Kesselring keeps it in. Over to Cole. Will shoot it. That one goes off the outside of the Oiler net. Puck on the left wing. Schmaltz. His shot. Blocker save made by Pickard. It's along the right wing boards inside the Edmonton zone. Comes free to Schmaltz. In front of the net to Keller. The pass eludes his stick. Draisaitl will turn it up the right wing. He's got points in 3 straight. It's to center ice. He'll dump it in. Vejmelka to Cole. Up the boards. Doesn't get out. Stetcher to the middle. The shot. Vejmelka the save off of Jeff Skinner. Skinner recovers. Now his pass to Draisaitl off his stick. Stetcher will let it go. Partially blocked. Here's Skinner in the left wing corner for Edmonton. From the angle. And that one goes off the side of the goal. Kesselring turns in the corner with Skinner right on him. Up the right wing. Get the puck high in the air, over Nurse and out. Stetcher flies after, but Cooley's in there for Utah. To the right wing corner is Cooley. Scoreless here in the first 5:20 gone in the opening period. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Gunther slides over to the left side, back to the blue line. To Valimaki, across to Cooley, now on the right to Bortuzzo. Right wing corner for McBain. Was pinned by Nurse. Nurse up against the boards. Got it loose to Henrique. He gets forced back. Fired across to Stetcher. Stetcher on the right wing will take a hit from McBain, but he got it out. Kajula chases after it. Picks it up in Utah territory. Right corner. Centering pass. It's broken up by Bortuzzo. Good defensive play. That puck cleared out by Kerfoot.
This team can skate. Arizona's former team. Utah can wheel. Yeah. Saw a bit of that last year.
David at center ice. His pass, that's broken up. Hits Stenlund. He'll bring it in down the right wing. Right wing corner across to Kerfoot. He scores. Stenlund to Kerfoot on an odd man rush. It's 1-0 Utah.
Well, rare giveaway by Connor McDavid in the neutral ice area. And Stenlund started the transition back the other way. And Kerfoot is a guy that's put up around 50 points a couple times in his NHL career. Goal coming at 6:17.
Fourth of the year for Kerfoot.
Well, they're ready to go tonight.
They are. Little 2-on-1. Stenlund to Kerfoot. 1-0 for the Utah Hockey Club.
You have 8 minutes left on your 15-minute timer.
To Bukestad into the Oilers zone towards the net, blockered away by Pickard. Rim back to the blue line. Kesselring for Utah down the left side, and that one hit Kulak's skate, and it knocked the steel right out of his skate. Dumped into the Utah zone as Kulak got to the Oiler bench, which is one wheel. To the right wing boards. Into the right point was Nurse. The pass for Krause misses him. It'll be icing against Utah. 1-0. Utah leading Edmonton. We're now 6:47 gone here in the first period.
Well, Edmonton's had 2 real good opportunities to score. They scored their first one, but an odd man break, and Edmonton had done a good job not giving up a lot of lows. But David got cinched off in the neutral ice area. Good transition for Utah.
Face off to the right of Vejmelka.
And Jeff Lang's doing some work right now, racing to get a new blade in there for Brett Kulak.
Puck hit his skate and just knocked the blade right out. Henrique taking the draw. Henrique, Jeff Skinner, Matthias Janmark are out there with Kulak and Nurse. As Kulak quickly back out. Puck up against the boards inside the Utah zone.
That is fast.
That is fast. Bukestad will bring it out. Comes into the Oiler end on the right wing. Will dump it in behind the net where Kulak rims it on the right side of Janmark. Fires it back to Nurse. Now it gets to the middle. But Hayton there for Utah. On the right wing to Schmaltz. He'll push it into the Oilers zone. Pickard out to play it. Got it around on the right wing. Nurse up against the boards as it does come loose and just out. Bertuzzo up to Keller. In on the right side to Schmaltz, in front of the net to Hayton, and it goes off of Pickard. He'll cover it up. What a chance there for Barrett Hayton. Everybody gathers to the front of the Oiler net. We are going to take a break. We played 7 minutes, 33 seconds of the first period. Utah leads on a goal by Alex Kerfoot. It's 1-0. From the Delta Center here in Salt Lake City, Utah, Sport Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
.com and this
Radio Network. Here in Utah, 1-0. The Utah Hockey Club leads the Edmonton Oilers. Tonight's Oilers Kids with Cancer 50-50, presented by Rogers in support of the Ben Stelter Foundation and Kids with Cancer Society, supporting families battling cancer and advancing research in hopes of finding a cure. You can help support the fight against cancer by getting your 50-50 tickets at edmontonoilers.com/50-50. The draw in the Oilers zone. It comes down to Utah territory. Sergachev up to center ice to Keller. Get it in off the right wing boards. Smacked right back out by Kulak. 1-0 Utah. We are just about 8 minutes into this first period. Kerfoot, the goal scorer. Up the right wing, Connor Brown. Now to Vasily Podkolzin, checked by Hayton. He'll bring it in for Utah. His pass to the point picked off by Draisaitl. He'll start the rush for Edmonton. Through the middle, now in over the line to Nurse. He'll go to the net. Couldn't get the shot away as Mata got his stick in there.
That was a slash. He didn't call it.
Keller into the Oilers zone. He missed Schmaltz, and the puck goes to the right wing. Along the right wing boards, Podkolzin will get it out. Cole to Kesselring. Kesselring to Cooley, and he poked it towards the net, and Pickard got a piece of it. Cooley in the right wing corner, back to the right wing point for Kesselring. His shot blocked in front of the goal, went off of Bouchard, and it's McDavid up the left side. Runs into Gunther, hacks that puck away, and Kesselring, the one-time Oiler pick, 6th round at 18, he'll dump it in. Bouchard out from behind the Edmonton net through the middle, long pass on the left wing. Goes off the stick of Nugent Hopkins. Pamelka's got to play it in behind the net. Wraps it up the boards. It doesn't get out. Nugent Hopkins has it left wing. Back to the point, but right there was McBain, or make that Cooley, and Cooley to center ice. He'll dump it in. Bouchard, left wing corner in his own zone for Matthias Ekholm. Coney flushes him out from behind the net, comes out through the middle. Up the left wing, off of Nugent Hopkins. The milk out of the goal. Sweeps it to the left wing corner. Kerfoot off the boards and out. Emberson has it at the Edmonton blue line. Up the left wing, the puck skips into the Utah zone. Kajula catches up to it. His centering pass. That one goes off a skate over to the right side. Stenlin up to Kerfoot. Off the glass, knocked down by Stetcher. Across to Emberson. The right wing, it hits Kajula, comes in front of the net. Oh, Kajula almost got there. Kesselring knocked it away. Kajula hit the net, and the net comes off the mooring.
I think Kajula's checking his left leg here after.
He was making sure Pamelka was okay, too.
Lost an edge in the net drive.
Drove the net right off the mooring. 10-10 to go in the first. 1-0 Utah. Kerfoot from Stenlund on a 2-on-1. What was it, Osmond that did the anthem? Is that so a relation of,
I think that's
of Donnie and Marie?
Yes.
That's unbelievable.
Well, what are the chances?
I guess.
I mean, there's a lot of Osmonds here.
Yeah. It was a good anthem. Did a heck of a job.
He had a lot of style.
Yep. Puck dumped into the Utah zone. Cole will get it out through center ice to Krause now on the left, looking for Michelli. Goes by him and into the Edmonton end. Puck on the right wing, Bukestad. The pass comes to the middle, off a stick to the line, kept in by Cole. He'll fire it in cross corner. Nurse around the left wing boards. It gets to Jeff Skinner. It's away from Michelli. Skinner up to Henrique. And He lost an edge, and the puck comes free. Saucered out to center ice, goes just beyond Krause. Scooped up by the glove of Pickard. He'll hold on to it with 9 minutes and 31 seconds to go here in the first period. 1-0, Utah leading Edmonton. Faceoff will be to the right of Pickard. First game for Calvin Pickard. Saves from 24 shots. As Montreal had an empty netter as well. Oilers will play tomorrow in Denver. Henry kicked out of the face-off circle. In comes Matthias Janmark. Against Barrett Hayton. Puck goes into the corner. Stetcher will get it high in the air and out. Mata turns in front of his net for Utah. On the right for Schmaltz. Into the Oilers zone. Rims on the left to Keller. He gets to the left wing corner. Back around to Schmaltz. To the blue line. Mata to Schmaltz. To the left wing point. Sergachev. Down low and hits a stick of Keller. Goes into the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Puck cleared out by Draisaitl. It'll be icing against the Oilers. And we got the whistle with 8:58 to go in the first. And Edmonton down 1-0.
Utah, the sixth best face-off team in the NHL. Coming in at 52.8%. The Oilers have they're third in the league at 53.5. Hayton's at 58.4 this year. Stenlund's at 60.2. And Leon just lost one to Cooley.
Puck's in up the right wing corner. Brown will get it out. Give it to Draisaitl. Got Podkolzin with him in over the line. The pass, and that's broken up by Kesselring as the Oilers had a 2-on-1. Up the middle, Cooley comes out for Utah.
Leon's got to shoot the puck off the pad there.
Cooley will center that. Gets to Gunther. His backhand in this save made by Pickard. Turned up by Draisaitl.
I can't believe he was able to elevate the puck from there.
Unbelievable.
That's bit of an angle.
Draisaitl is passed to the middle for Nugent Hopkins. Goes off a Utah stick. Cooley has it left corner. 1-0. The Utah Hockey Club with 8:15 to go here in the first. Cooley into the Oilers zone through the middle. Now on the right. Give it to Kerfoot. Hard to get that low. Broken up by McDavid. Gets it out. Kapanen skates onto it down the left wing. Into the Utah zone. Goes to the left wing corner. Runs into Mata. Goes in behind the Utah net. Now into the corner. Marconi up against the boards. Kapanen wins the battle. Couldn't get a pass back to the blue line. Nugent Hopkins. He was looking for McDavid. It just missed him. Stenlund to center ice. Gets over center and shoots it in. Rims on the right. Stenlund fires it off the end boards. Bouchard up the right wing for Kapanen. Jams it off the right side and out. Flying after it's McDavid. David Stenlund was getting body position and was rimmed up the right side for Kesselring. He'll get it out. Cross to Krause.
Oilers fans thought that was an interference on Stenlund.
Nurse will set up in behind the Edmonton net. Down the right wing for Troy Stetcher. Back to Nurse as they advance up to center ice. And Stetcher shoots it in. Ortuzzo in the right wing corner. Derek Ryan right on. Puck given away. Here's Perry. Shot. And the save made by Vamelka. Puck gets into the middle. And Michelli got it up the left wing, and it's cleared out. Good opportunity, though, for Edmonton. Corey Perry was in the slot. Nurse inside his own end, up the left wing to Perry. Perry will bring it back into the Edmonton zone. Over to Brett Kulak through the middle. It hit Ortuzzo, and now Valimaki. On the right to Keller, to Valimaki, now to Schmaltz. Looking into the Edmonton zone on the left wing. Off the left wing boards and in. 6.5 to go in the first. 1-0 Utah. We're here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. Up the right wing. Janmark to center ice. Off of Jeff Skinner. Goes into the Utah zone. It's Mata at the side of his goal. Left wing to Sergachev. Up the right, too far for Hayton. And the puck comes to center ice. It's loose for a moment. Janmark. Center in Salt Lake City. Utah Hockey Club with a 1-0 lead on the Edmonton Oilers. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Alex Kerfoot is the goal scorer in this game.
Difference in the game. Utah had a 2-on-1, and they got the puck across. Bouchard tried to take the pass. He didn't take the pass away, and they got it across and tapped it in. And conversely, Edmonton on a 2-on-1 with Draisaitl. You would think, Kevin Stenlund, the fourth liner, gets it across. Leon elected not to shoot and tried to set up the goals, and then it got broken up.
He's off in the Oilers zone. It's sent to the blue line and just out. Smacked back in by Cole. As Utah tags back up, and it's Kulak on the right wing to Connor Brown. To the middle to Leon Draisaitl. He'll come in over the line, dish on the left to Pot Colson. He'll shoot it wide of the net. Comes around the boards and out.
They hit the net there, Vasily.
Nurse to Brown. Now to Draisaitl into the Utah end left wing. Cross ice pass hits Stenlund. Came right back to Draisaitl. Walks to the middle. His shot. It goes over. Pot Colson shot. And that one was blocked by Sergac or by Cole, who slid in front of him.
Well, Ian Cole's been blocking a lot of shots for a long time. Eric Cole didn't block as many shots. Ian Cole's been a very useful defenseman for a long time in this league.
He saved the goal possibly as Nurse in his own zone gets checked by Bukestad. Angle shot, bad save by Pickard. And a puck along the right wing boards in Edmonton territory as Michelli, his pass picked off by Nugent Hopkins. They'll give it to Brent Kulak. Up the right wing, Kapanen tied up by Sergachev. Won't be icing as it goes into Utah territory. Mata up the right side to Michelli. Only got it to center ice. Bouchard across to Kapanen. As Barry Kapanen off the right wing boards it in. Mata will go in behind his net. Trying to get away from Connor McDavid. Get it up the right wing. Michelli just to the Edmonton blue line. Bouchard left side to Nugent Hopkins. He'll come in. He'll shoot it. That goes off a stick and out of play with 3:47 to go here in the first. 1-0 Utah leading Edmonton. We'll be right back from the Delta Center here in Salt Lake City. It's Board Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Real Canadian. Here at the Delta Center, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 1-0 Utah leading Edmonton. Kerfoot the goal scorer. 6:17 into this first period. Face off to the right of Karel Vejmelka in goal for Utah. Edmonton has only had 4 shots on net so far. Utah with 9.
Well, the Oilers have passed off about 4 opportunities to put pucks to the net. They've made it easy on Vejmelka so far.
Yeah. All right, face off in the Utah zone. It goes over to the left side. Sergachev up the left wing for Schmaltz, now to Stenlund. Standing up in front of him is Ekholm. Puck comes into the Oilers zone. Hayton on the left wing. Hayton runs into Ekholm, still has it though. Try to rim it, broken up by Bouchard. Puck comes free to the left wing, back to the point. Sergachev, he'll get it across to Mata on the right wing in front of the net, looking for the redirection from Schmaltz. Back to the point. Sergachev hammers it, and the save made by Pickard. Hayton in behind the goal, now left wing corner. Gave it to Keller, to the blue line to Sergachev. Left wing to Keller. Across the blue line, it does come out. Utah still has it.
Connor was almost off to the races there.
Keller at center ice. Across to Dylan Gunther into the Oiler end down the left wing. Cuts to the net, and his shot off of Pickard and goes wide. To the right wing point, Bortuzzo. Now over to Valimaki. His shot saved by Pickard. Rebound scores. Cooley was right there for the loose puck. And it's 2-0 for Utah. Cooley went to the front of the net. And it looked like he jammed that one home to make it 2-0 for the Utah Hockey Club. And it went off of Cooley, and then he was there to put it in.
Well, he wasn't exactly boxed out, was he?
No, 5th of the year for Cooley.
Oilers had 2 good shifts to start the game, but it's been poor since. Been badly outplayed here.
Outshot now 12-4, down 2-0.
It's early yet. Haven't played for 5 days.
Dumped into the Utah zone. Coney to the right corner. He's got Yamark on him. Puck gets to the middle, goes all the way to the blue line. Kulak left wing point. Put it towards the net, but Bortuzzo was able to block it up the right wing to Kerfoot. Now to Stemlin. He'll shoot it in. Valimaki picks up the assist from the Cooley goal, and Bortuzzo with the assist. Stemlin in front of the net to Carconi, and his shot. And the save made by Pickard. He'll hold on. 2:14 to go in the first. 2-0 for Utah.
We're just going to have to dig in a bit here. I mean, these guys know they're playing against Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. They're ready to go.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
The Oilers don't get any nights off from teams. They're only home here for the one game too, right?
Yeah, they're going to Vegas tomorrow.
But Edmonton has had chances off the rush to put pucks to the net. They have not.
Bouncing puck over to Derek Ryan on the right wing. Cole pinches it. Puck gets to the middle. There's Draisaitl for the Oilers. Draisaitl will start up. Finds Stetcher on the right. Gets to center ice. Cooley got knocked out by Draisaitl, and the crowd reacts to that. Moves away from the puck. It gets into Utah territory. Left wing corner comes out to Ryan. Now to Stetcher. His shot off the glove of Vamelka. And it comes loose. What a chance there for Stetcher. He snuck in from the point. A good setup by Derek Ryan. Cole will go in behind his net. Up the right wing and to center ice. Gunther will shoot it in. Walkered away by Pickard. Minute 28 going the first. 2-0 for Utah. Motto softly dumped the puck in. It's on the inboards. Bukestad kicks it over to the right wing. Kapanen to Nurse. Now over to Ekholm. Ekholm will get it out. Goes to Connor McDavid. He'll bring it into the Utah end on the right side. Turns to the right wing board. Back to the blue line to Bouchard. Now on the left side to Kapanen. His shot off the post. He just ripped it off the post on the stick side of Vamelka. We're in the last minute of the first period. Puck near the blue line. Krause for Utah. Out through the middle. On the right, the pass for Michelli. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Over to Bouchard. Now Bouchard in the middle of the ice to Kapanen. To Nugent Hopkins. Gets to center. He'll snap the puck in with 38 seconds to go here in the first. The Oilers down by a couple. Sergachev up the right wing. He gets it out. Nurse across the line to Bouchard. Back to Darnell Nurse. Just inside Edmonton territory. Over to Bouchard. Nowhere to go with it. So up and out. Cole to Keller. He'll commit on the right wing. To the right wing corner. Pass to the middle to Hayton. He's forced over to the right side by Draisaitl. Behind the net for Keller. Off the boards back to the blue line to Kesselring. Walks to the middle. Plays the puck into the corner. Hayton on the right wing corner. 3 seconds to go in the period. Sent towards the net, but wide. First period comes to a close as Nurse and Hayton get into it a little bit after the period ends. The Oilers down by a couple. And this Utah Hockey Club, after being away for a 4-game swing, has come out with some jump in the first period. Give them credit to be up 2-0 after 20.
Well, they were the better team. There's no question about that. The Oilers could have used a break there with Kapanen at the end of the period if that had gone in. Oilers did not.
Buy your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50/50. We drop the puck. We're underway here in the second period. Bouchard through the middle. Finds McDavid. Comes into the Utah zone. Goes to the right corner. Bukestad right on him. They try to jam this thing loose. It does roll to the net, and Vamelka was able to cover it up, and he'll hold on. And there'll be a face-off in the Utah zone. We're just 17 seconds into the second period. I expect the Edmonton Oilers with a little more jump here in the second.
They can't play much worse than they did in that first period. Frustrating period. Connor McDavid dashed for 2 against in that period. The first one, turnover the neutral ice area, and they converted on a 2-on-1. And then the second one off of an extended cycle. Oilers got some work to do here. They're going to elevate their game.
He's off to the left of Vamelka. Mata goes in behind his net. Up the right wing now to Schmaltz for Utah. He'll get it out through the middle to Hayton. Into the Oiler end, goes over to the left wing and just absolutely lost an edge and went flying into the corner. Here's McDavid the other way. In over the line, and Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. Across, just missing Kapanen, and Schmaltz got his stick in there. Hayton gets back into the play, gets the puck to center ice.
Even there, I'd like to shot on the net there, Cam, and force the goalie to make a save, and maybe he kicks the rebound right to Kapanen. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Puck in behind the Edmonton net. Hayton dumped down by Kapanen. Puck goes to Bouchard. He'll bounce it out. Lumped down by Cole. Now over to Schmaltz. He'll lift it in. Just underway here in the second period. 2-0 Utah leads. Bouchard to Draisaitl at center ice. Comes into the Utah zone. Tried the cross-ice pass. That's broken up. Cooley comes the other way. Cooley into the Oiler end on the left wing from the left side. Couldn't get it towards the net. Kesselring from the right point will keep it in. Right wing corner to Gunther. And it goes in behind the goal. Over to Stetcher for Edmonton. Up the right wing to Connor Brown. It'll get near the blue line. Coming back is Nurse. Off the left wing boards and out. Past Valimaki. It'll be icing against the Oilers. Minute 36 gone here in the second. 2-0 Utah leads. Logan Cooley with a goal there in that first period. The 5 on the year. Now with a 4-game point streak for Cooley. Off to the left of Pickard. Draisaitl wins the draw, goes to Nurse. Side of the Edmonton net, long pass off of Podkolzin's stick into the Utah zone it goes. Ortuzzo will go in behind his net. Across to Valimaki, off the left wing boards to center ice, directed in by Kerfoot. Nurse to Perry. Perry got it out. Ortiz will shoot it back in. Pickard would stop it behind the net. Nurse can set it up. Just floats it out to center. Perry now to Kajula. He'll shoot it in. Cole goes to the corner, reverses it, but Kajula broke it up. Goes over to the right wing where Valimaki up the right wing board stops the circle, but Perry will keep it in. Cole has it now for Utah. The left side to Stenlund. Into the Edmonton zone. Takes a hit from Emberson. Puck goes behind the goal. Kajula there for the Oilers. The left wing ran out of room, and it goes to Krause. He'll shoot it off the shoulder of Pickard. Puck goes to the left corner. Now Michelli on the end boards, taken out by Emberson. Kajula trying to get it out. Kesselring's going to keep it in for Utah. Right wing to Bukestad. Stops on the right wing boards. Plays the puck around to the left. Cole on the left side. Comes into Perry. Puck up against the boards. Emberson got it free. Now to Kulak. Really good play by Emberson to get it to Kulak. And the Oilers finally get it out. It skips through the middle. It'll be icing against the Oilers.
Derek Ryan at the end of the shift. Derek had a tough game against the Rangers. He wasn't feeling too well. One of the guys, he and Evan Bouchard. I thought Bouchard played pretty well. He kind of managed the game well. You know what I mean? It's had a tough game so far here tonight.
Face off to the right of Calvin Pickard. Derek Ryan to take the draw for Edmonton. Hayton wins it back to the left wing point. Sergachev over to Mata on the right side. Keller, his shot. That one hit Pickard in the mask. And the puck in behind the net, rimmed around left wing point, and it will come out.
Well, there's desperate to get a change here.
Pickard feeling the effects of that high riser. Kulak in the left wing corner. Up the boards and off as it came off of Kajula and out. Keller's got it at center ice. Left wing to Schmaltz into the Oilers zone. Left wing corner. Across to Hayton. Gives the puck to Keller. Back to Hayton. And Perry got his stick on it. And it's jammed out to center ice. Jeff Skinner for Edmonton. He's able to dump it in past Sergachev. Oilers can make changes. As Mikhail Sergachev got puck to the right wing. Janmark coming down those boards for the Oilers. He'll take it in towards behind the net. Now to Jeff Skinner. To the right. Couldn't get it in front of the goal. Cooley will get it out to Gunther. And it's Gunther in the neutral zone. Mishandled it a little. Give it to Cooley. So it's taken away by Ekholm. He'll commit on the right wing. Long backhand, gloved by Vejmelka. Probably going wide, but he'll hold on. 4 minutes, 16 seconds gone in the second. 2-0 Utah leads.
Others are asking why there wasn't too many men on the ice.
$3 pricing at all Utah Hockey Club games. To order these items, scan the QR code to download the Utah Hockey Club app.
Faceoff will be to the left of Vejmelka.
He's got to get moving their feet.
A lot of this period has been in the Oilers' zone.
A lot of this game.
Yeah, that too.
You might have to move some lines around here. You might have to go force them to stop Connor and Leon together. I know people hate when Edmonton goes that route, but put Coles in with Connor and Leon, and then Nugent Hopkins in center.
Kesselring on the right to Krause from the top of the circle to the blue line where Ekholm will keep it in through the middle. Glove down by Sergachev. He'll get it out. The left side to Michelli, now to Bukestad. The left third corner of the Oilers zone, but it's Bouchard for Edmonton. Up near the point, but Kesselring kept it in. Now to Michelli, back to the blue line. The shot by Krause. That one doesn't get through. It hit Ekholm in front of the net. Nugent Hopkins will get it out. To Kapanen on the right wing. He'll shoot it in. Goes in cross corner. Kapanen now on the right wing. On the right wing boards.
Wow, referee picked both Kapanen and McDavid. That's hard to do.
Goes to the blue line. McDavid keeps it in to Stetcher. Right wing point. Across to McDavid. Down the left wing to Nurse. Nurse from the angle and off the arm of Vejmelka. He'll cover it up.
He almost snuck that one short side.
He did. There was a little bit of room, and Darnell Nurse almost snuck it in there. Faceoff will be to the right of Vejmelka. 2-0 Utah. Kerfoot and Cooley, the goal scorers, both in the first period. Draisaitl, puck, Olsen, and Brown get out there with Nurse and Stetcher. Mata behind his goal to Kerfoot, now to Sergachev. He'll give it away to Brown, and his shot just went wide. Puck, Olsen on the inboards, right wing corner to Draisaitl. Now to Stetcher, across to Nurse, left point, his shot. It was tipped, but it was blocked in front of the net, doesn't get through. Draisaitl has it right wing. Pass goes off his stick, it comes out. And it's in the neutral zone. Kerfoot to Stenlund. Into the Oiler end, left wing. Carcone will fire it off his stick and wide of the net. Kerfoot back to the blue line to Bortuzzo. And then behind the goal goes over to the left. Stenlund is along the boards. Comes loose to Connor Brown of the Oilers. Now taken away. Carcone has it for Utah on the right wing, top of the circle. Up to the blue line. Turns towards the boards. Gets to Kerfoot. He gets pasted by Nurse. Puck comes loose. Nurse sweeps it over to the left wing. Bortuzzo in from the point. And now Carcone can get it across to Valimaki. His shot. That one goes off of Stenlund wide of the net. Coles will bring it up the right wing, off the boards and out. 2-0 Utah leads. We played 6.5 of the second period. Stetcher will shoot it in. Bortuzzo.
The Oilers look frustrated right now.
Right to Schmaltz at center. To Hayton. Off the right wing boards and into the Oilers zone. It's on the right side. Schmaltz trying to work towards it at the back end. Saved by Pickard. He batted the rebound out of the air over to the right wing. Hayton's got it now. Out to Schmaltz to the middle. And he got dumped down. Didn't get his shot away.
I'm sure that's all.
Hayton has the puck in the left wing corner. It's about the hash marks in the Oilers zone. He gets hit. It goes to Schmaltz. He'll shoot it. Missed on the short side. Kesselring in from the right wing. 2-0 Utah here in the second period. 7:15 gone. Kulak off the right wing boards, up in the air and out.
Wow, Edmonton can't knock the puck down.
Brought in by Schmaltz on the right side. Cross ice. Gave the puck to Keller. He'll shoot. Save made by Pickard from a sharp angle. Hayton has it on the right wing. Cross to Schmaltz. Went off his skate. Kept in by Sergachev. Now on the left to Schmaltz. Left wing corner out to Keller. One-timer blockered away by Pickard. Keller across the top of the circle here. Now on the right to Mata. He'll shoot. Saved by Pickard. He'll hold on. Oilers have been hemmed in. We'll take a break. 2-0 Utah leading Edmonton. 7:49 gone in the second. From the Delta Center here in Salt Lake City, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah Hockey Club with a 2-0 lead on the Edmonton Oilers. A couple of first period goals, but the second period has been a lot in the Oiler end so far.
Yeah, it's not been a good performance from Edmonton through the first 27 minutes of this game. But you can change that. Get your feet moving. Get going here. And I just wonder how much longer. I know the Oilers got 2-2, but maybe they have to look at, changing the lines around a little bit.
Off the draw in the Oilers zone, Ekholm up the right wing. Glances off the stick. It's at the Utah blue line. Nugent Hopkins shoot it in on the right side. Kapanen will get to it right wing corner. Around to Nugent Hopkins. To the left wing point, Ekholm. His shot off the stick of Vejmelka. It goes over to the right side, top of the circle. Kept in by Bouchard. Through the middle of the ice, it's Krause to get it across to Bukestad at center. Now to Krause. And he'll be able to swat it into the Edmonton zone. Nugent Hopkins up the right side will get it out. A bouncing puck went off the skate of Kapanen. Shot in by Michelli. Bukestad goes to the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. He'll try to walk it out, but Pickard got his stick in there and was able to check it, and it comes out to center ice.
Boy, they're taking the neutral ice away from Edmonton on transition. It's the exact opposite game as the Rangers. Rangers will let Edmonton just attack. And
top of the circle in the Oilers zone, it's McDavid. David will get to center ice. He's 1-on-3, so dumps it in. Vejmelka get that up the left wing boards. To Logan Cooley will loop back into his own end. Now Cooley on the left to Gunther. Into the Oilers zone. Derek Ryan right in front of him, and it's Perry to get it out and flip it into Utah territory. And it's Kajula to the left wing corner. Takes a hit along the boards. Pucks it up in the air and out by McBain, and it was a glove-ahead pass. We got the whistle. 9 minutes, 18 seconds gone in the second. 2-0 Utah leads.
Kajula got run hard into the boards there by Ian Cole, who was part of the losing Vancouver Canucks squad last year in round 2. They had 3 leads against the Oilers, but they couldn't seal a deal. Edmonton came back and won in 7 on route to going to a 7th game in the Stanley Cup final.
Puck in center ice, it's Mata across to Sergachev, now to Carcone. He'll get the puck in. Shot right back out by Stencher. Mata with it at his own blue line. There's Sergachev through the middle of Kerfoot. He'll direct it in. Nurse goes, pokes it to the right side. Or Draisaitl on the backhand will get it out. Podkolzin gets it knocked down, comes in over the line with Nurse. Podkolzin scores! Vasily Podkolzin on a 2-on-1. He goes 5-hole on Vejmelka, and the Oilers have cut into that Utah lead. It's now 2-1.
And goals in back-to-back games for a guy who's come in, and Stan Bowman, and I'm going to mention Michael Parcati and Rick Precy. In terms of Podkolzin, Rick Precy, when he was in Philadelphia, they liked Podkolzin in that 2019 draft. Michael Parcati did a lot of the advanced analytics work on Podkolzin, and they were basically looking for a replacement of Dylan Holloway. And at $1 million, may I add, for another year. And this guy, he's coming.
Second of the year for Podkolzin at 9:44 of the second period. The Oilers are right back into this game. Dumped into the Edmonton zone. Rimmed by Henrique on the left side. Up against the boards inside the Edmonton territory. They got it into the corner. Keller had it for a moment, but it'll go to Emberson of Edmonton. Up the right wing. Pinching up was Valimaki. It goes down the ice, won't be icing. Bortuzzo. Left side off of Keller. Now it's brought out. Valimaki down the right side into the Oilers zone. Pass across to Schmaltz. Forced to the left corner by Kulak. We'll bring it up top of the circle to the side of the net. Keller shot. Saved by Pickard. Puck comes loose. Penalty coming up as Hayton got knocked down in front of the net. It's going to be a hooking call. 9:32 to go here in the second. Oilers about to be shorthanded. Emberson going to the box for the hook. We'll take a break. 2-1 Utah leading the Oilers here in the second period from Salt Lake City. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. 2-1 Utah leads Edmonton. 9:32 to go in the second. Emberson goes to the box for the hook. Oilers are shorthanded first time in this game. The penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
How many in a row have the Oilers killed off?
16.
But Emberson is in their top pairing defensively, along with Matthias Ekholm. Edmonton's penalty killing still 30th in the league at 70.9. Utah's power play is 22nd at 16.9.
Cleared out to center ice. Nugent Hopkins now to Henrique. Will rip a shot off of Schmaltz. Goes to the right corner. The Oilers have been 16 for 16 in the last 7 games on that PK. Sergachev starting up. Oilers getting a goal from Vasily Podkolzin. Draisaitl and Stetcher with the assist. Now they're right back in the game. Sergachev has it on the blue line. Right wing to Gunther. Off the corner boards on the left to Schmaltz. Mark on the right side, Stetcher to Henrique. That doesn't get out. Saucered across to Keller to the point, and Sergachev wasn't there. So the Utah Hockey Club had to regroup. Keller wasn't back out of the zone. It's offside against Utah. First power play of this game.
Well, I got some guys in that first power play unit. I mean, Keller, it's a little deliberate at times, but Gunther, he's got
that shot of his is
just got an elite level finish.
You and I saw it when he was with the Oil Kings, and
he dropped to 9 in that draft year. We thought one time, because you and me were the only two media going to any of the games.
That's right.
Because of the pandemic, at one time we thought that he might be a 4th or 5th overall pick.
Well, Utah, or I guess Arizona with the pick. They got a steal of the deal.
And they made a trade to get it.
Yeah.
Think about it. They traded Ekman Larson. That's how they got the pick.
Here's Bukestad from the angle. The shot, and that goes off of Pickard and out of play. From the angle, it looks like it hit him in the mask again.
Well, it hit him in the mask, and then Bukestad, who's 6'6", he hit him in the mask.
Ran right into him.
So that was the year Arizona was stripped of their first-round pick. And then they got Vancouver's 9th overall pick in the trade for Ekman Larson. Remember, they retained some money. They're still retaining on Ekman Larson. And they ended up, so they didn't know that they had the pick until about 6 hours before the draft when that deal got consummated.
And that draft, just getting his mask back on.
That draft was like in October, wasn't it? That 21 draft, or was that the one that was in? Maybe that was the Montreal one. I think it was the Montreal one, come to think of it.
Puck goes behind the Edmonton net. Nurse to the left wing. She's got a bit of room, time. Sauces it all the way down the ice. Kesselring will go in behind the net. Come out with it. 42 seconds left to go in the man advantage for Utah. 2-1 Utah leading. Marconi on the left wing. Across to Bukestad, has it right side. Off the boards, Krause going to it. And there was Ekholm, drills it off the left wing side and down the ice. And Malka to Kesselring. Up the middle for Michelli, and he'll come in.
Tricky little player.
Yep. He'll shoot it. Glove save made by Picker. He'll hold on to Stenlund going to the front of the net. 14 seconds left to go in the penalty to Emberson.
Come to think of it, that was an online draft in 21 too.
Was it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. What was the year that Slavkovsky went number 1? Is that it? Now I'll have to check.
He's off to the right of Pickard. Puck to the middle of the ice. Nugent Hopkins can play it down softly. Sergachev out from behind his net.
First time McDavid and Draisaitl have been on the ice.
Penalty is over. Utah over 1 with a man advantage. Down the left wing. Keller's shot misses short side. Puck back to the point. Sergachev could not hold the line. It comes out.
It's going to be Perry up there with those guys.
Cleared to center. Nurse put it off the board. There was Kerfoot. Then he loses it to Draisaitl. Up the left wing to Nurse. On the right right, looking for Perry. Gets it in past Mata, runs into Mata, and Mata's getting a penalty. Could be interference call against Oli Mata. And the Edmonton Oilers will get their first power play of the night. Presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com.
I don't think Oli Mata liked that call too much.
Minor penalty, interference.
I don't think he did. But Oilers get a chance here with a man advantage. Face-off will be to the right of Vamilka. Oiler power play unit gets out there. Draisaitl, McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, Perry, and Bouchard. Stenlund taking the face-off for Utah.
Gunther was ranked 5th in North America. Owen Power went number 1 in that draft to Buffalo. That was an online draft, by the way.
Okay. Nugent Hopkins steals the puck on the left wing back to the blue line. Gives it to Bouchard. Goes to the middle to Nugent Hopkins. Down low to Perry in front of the net. And that one back to the line off the glove of Bouchard and out.
So teams have figured out that Nugent Hopkins is reluctant to shoot the puck coming down the flank.
Nugent Hopkins has it on the left wing to the blue line to Bouchard. Right wing to Draisaitl. Into the corner to McDavid. To the blue line to Bouchard. Right wing, top of the circle to McDavid. To Draisaitl. Right corner from the angle. Saved by Vamilka. Draisaitl gets his own rebound back to the point for Bouchard. Across to McDavid on the left. Come down the left wing. Back towards the point. Now down the left side of the corner. Nugent Hopkins now in behind the net. To Draisaitl. Couldn't get a shot to Nugent Hopkins. To the blue line to Bouchard. Left wing McDavid. His shot off his stick goes over to Nugent Hopkins to the blue line. Bouchard in the middle. Down the left wing. McDavid across. Draisaitl scores! Leon Draisaitl off the right wing. It's a power play goal. And this game's tied at 2.
Well, the Oilers got a lucky break. McDavid slid it through the seam, and it ricocheted off his stick and went right to Leon Draisaitl. He's got his 17th goal of the season, and we are tied 2-2.
14:01. Time of that goal. Edmonton now 1-for-1 with a man advantage. And you're right, a fortunate bounce that went across to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl with a goal and an assist. He's got points in 4 straight now. And Edmonton has tied this thing up. Bortuzzo at his own blue line for Utah. The right wing to Gunther. Off his stick and in. Emerson to the end boards to Henry. Into the middle to Kulak. Through the middle. Off the stick of Bortuzzo. McDavid picks up an assist. He's got points in 4 straight as well. Bouchard also with an assist. Bortuzzo turning it up the left wing for Utah.
With 5 minutes, 31 seconds left in the second period, Utah Hockey Club are tied with the Edmonton Oilers 2-2.
That's a penalty all day to Robert Bortuzzo, who was on that cup-winning St. Louis Blues squad 2019.
So he goes for the trip. We'll go for a break. Tied at 2. 5:31 to go in this second. From the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. And Bob Stauffer. We are here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Utah Hockey Club. Bortuzzo to the box. Oilers on the power play. Presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com. Edmonton 1-for-1 with a man advantage. Puck got dumped down the ice. And here's Bouchard up the left wing. Get it across to Draisaitl. Cuts to the middle, gets in over the line, and that's taken away by Stenlund. He'll shoot it down the ice.
Well, Leon thought he could jump the seam there. Don't mind that. Everybody thinks the drop and delay is coming like this.
And they drop it to McDavid. He'll bring it in, cut to the middle. He'll shoot it. Save made by Vamilka. Held on as McDavid with tremendous speed through the neutral zone puts it towards the net.
Well, it's a very different game suddenly. I mean, the Oilers
unbelievable.
They're still being outshot 2-1 in this game, but we're tied 2-2. And a glorious opportunity. They got to win the face-off here. And they're using Cooley out on the penalty kill. It's a young guy trying to create a two-way centerman for him. He's got a lot of offensive ability. Played in Minnesota. It's only 45% in the circle. You think Leon would have the advantage, but he's been waved out here, so Connor's going to have to take the drop. Connor started hot around 55%. He's at about 48 right now.
Well, they dropped it. Wasn't right.
See, I would use Nugent Hopkins this year. He's around 55%. He's had a good year in the circle.
They have to reset the clock. Yeah, they did. Okay. Got it figured out. Tied at 2 here in the second period. You drop it, kick back to Cole. He'll get it down the ice.
I mean, it's 20 seconds if you lose a draw, especially if you're a team that sits there and sets up the zone entry with a guy like Connor.
David to bring it in, comes down the right wing. Now to the right corner, lost it, and McBain couldn't get it out. Knocked down by Corey Perry.
Oh, that could have been a trip.
Gets to the right corner. It goes to the blue line. It's Bouchard. Left wing to McDavid. Now to Bouchard. Left corner, McDavid in front of the net. Couldn't get his stick on it. Was Perry. To the right wing point, it goes to Bouchard. Right side to Draisaitl. Draisaitl into the corner for Nugent. Hopkins brings it up the right wing.
You see where McDavid is here?
Now to the left wing to McDavid. In front of the net. Can't get a shot through. Puck sent to the blue line. And it's Bouchard to knock it out of the air. Kept it in.
So they flipped the sides that Nugent Hopkins and McDavid are on.
On the left wing, it's McDavid. Give the puck to Bouchard in the middle. Left wing, McDavid. Can't get a pass through. Gets a second chance. Here's Perry across. The one-timer was blocked. It's Draisaitl with the chance off the right wing. Left side, McDavid. McDavid scores! Connor McDavid wires it upstairs. That's another power play goal. And the Oilers are up 3-2.
I got a piece of something because that was bombed on the goal by Connor McDavid. Leon Draisaitl was unlucky not to have scored. Sergachev with a terrific block. The guy plays 25 minutes a game. And then McDavid follows it up. Rifles one home.
16-22, time of the goal. McDavid's 12th of the year as he hammered that thing glove side upstairs on Vejmelka. Oilers have a 3-2 lead, their first lead of the evening. Another power play goal. Edmonton now 2 for 2 with a man advantage.
This is the first time this season Edmonton has scored 2 power play goals in a game.
Nurse inside his own blue line. Up the right wing, got it out, comes right back in. Stature in the right corner. Making his way out. Bouchard and Draisaitl with the assist on the goal as it's shot into the Utah zone. 3-2 Oilers lead here in the second.
Leon's got 3 points here in the second count.
He's having a period. Valimaki over to Schmaltz on the right wing. He'll get it out. Pass to Keller is behind him. Stetcher will bank it off the boards and out. Hayton to Schmaltz. It'll back into his own end. Up the left wing to Keller. He's got to glove that down. Now starts up through the middle. Keller got the puck in on the left side to Schmaltz. Stetcher will try to shovel it up the boards. Goes off of Bortuzzo, so it stays in. Now this time, Stetcher off the boards and out. Won't be hard enough for icing. Krause going back for it. It was knocked down by a high stick. So face off in the Utah zone. 2:32 to go here in the second period. Oilers are down 2-0 after the first, but Podkolzin, Draisaitl, and McDavid scoring for Edmonton. They get them right back, not only into the game, but take the lead. Face off to the right of Vejmelka.
Oilers got a couple puck bounces.
Yep.
Got a couple puck bounces on the power play goals. One a deflection pass from McDavid goes right to Leon, and then the shot from Connor, and he had the presence of mind to put it to the net. But it looked like that one elevated too. We got to be honest, we do not have any television replays here on the goals. We have a great broadcaster.
Great location. Long pass for Krause. Goes off the stick of Bouchard. So it's into the Edmonton zone. Echo up the left wing. That won't get out. Comes across to Bouchard. Up the right side to Kapanen. He's able to direct it. Mata to the line. That was kept in by Bouchard. Over to Sergachev. He's able to make sure that it got out. McDavid lost it at the blue line. Bukestad. He also lost it. This time at the Oilers blue line.
Bukestad wanted a penalty.
Pass up the right wing off the stick to Bukestad.
Connor didn't think he touched the puck and they gave it to him there. He kind of rolled his eyes after.
Motto will get it out to Kerfoot now on the left wing. Down the left side, Carcone off the outside of the Edmonton net. From a sharp angle, puck goes over to the right corner. Carcone in behind his goal, behind the Edmonton net. Slides over to the right side, to the right wing point, Portuzzo. Now over to Valimaki. The slot area, Stenlund. Carcone as he goes behind the Edmonton net. Forced to the left, to the point for Stenlund. He'll shoot it cross corner. Janmark was able to get it out down the ice. Brown after it. No. One icing was waved off and the other one, the whistle is blown. I guess it's icing then. Minute 14 to go in the second. 3-2 Edmonton leads. Feet to the right of Calvin Pickard, who was called upon early in this second period to make some stops as Utah had a lot of zone time in the first 5-6 minutes of the second period. Bouchard to the corner. McBain is in there, and Bouchard comes up with a puck to Janmark to the line. It doesn't get out. Gunther towards the net, just looking for the redirect from McBain. It missed. Hit the corner boards and came out. Last minute here in the second.
Desperate to get off the ice here.
Right side, Connor Brown will rim the puck on the left wing, goes to the left wing point. Nurse off the boards, bounces it to the side, and Gunther got it through the slot. Where Cooley will skate out, get to center ice and dump it in. 42 seconds left to go in the second period. 3-2 Oilers lead. The right wing, Jeff Skinner. Missed puck, Poulsen with it.
Got to hit him there with that pass.
Kulak has it at the Edmonton blue line. Over to Nurse. It's up the right wing to Draisaitl. Cooley in front of him. Left wing to Jeff Skinner. Only got it to the blue line. Keller up the right wing to Gunther at center ice. He'll shoot it in. 12 seconds to go in the period. Nurse on the inboards. Got it free as Hayton is in on the forecheck. Now Hayton with control. Back to the point. Sergachev in front of the net off the stick of Schmaltz. It goes wide. Henrique will get it out. And the second period ends. And the Edmonton Oilers get all 3 goals in this period. They have a 3-2 lead after 40 minutes of play.
Let's go Oilers, here we go. Utah is in town, let's go. Score goals tonight on the show. Let's go Oilers, here we go.
Washington, and it was the Caps in overtime coming up with a 5-4 victory there. The Panthers traveled to Carolina, and the Panthers doubled up on the Hurricanes today 6-3. Flames were in Columbus to play the Blue Jackets, and it was the home team, the Blue Jackets, beating the Flames 5-2. Tampa in overtime, knocking off the Preds in Nashville. Braden Point with the power play goal. That was the winner in overtime. LA Kings on the road, kind of. It's just down the highway, the I-5 in Anaheim to take on the Ducks. And the Kings come away with a 2-1 victory there. Sharks at home taking on Seattle, 8-5 for San Jose in that one. And that is the up-to-date scoreboard around the National Hockey League. Edmonton Oil Kings on the road in Calgary to take on the Calgary Hitmen. That one is just about over. It's now final. The Calgary Hitmen winning that game 4-2. And that is your out-of-town scoreboard. The players are returning to the ice, so we're getting all set for period number 3. It's coming up at the intermission. Brought to you Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Edmonton Oilers with a 3-2 lead on the Utah Hockey Club. Cam Boone along with Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 3 goals in the second period for the Oilers to erase that 2-0 deficit after 20. And it was Podkolzin, Draisaitl, and McDavid scoring for the Oilers. 2 of them, the Draisaitl and McDavid goals, those were on the power plays. Bukestad will shoot it in. Pickard got the puck over to the boards. Bouchard to the corner, but Krause there for Utah. Lawson Krause coming up the right wing. Ramada now around the left side. Cole from the point will shoot it. That save, and that went off of Ekholm and capping it to the right wing to Bouchard. Back up to McDavid. He'll fire it in off the stick of Vejmelka. He steered it over the glass and out of play.
Well, I just experienced something, and I hate being self-indulgent, but as you know, I do the second intermissions on Rover TV. And Gene Principe has been growing his mustache all of November, and he shaved it while we did the interview.
Right on.
And you know what? He was really quite efficient at it. Now, I don't know about you, but I do not use an electric razor. Do you use an electric?
No.
So it was
that what he did? He did that with an electric razor?
Yes, it was.
Right.
It was quite impressive.
Okay. That's television right there.
You don't see that.
No,
every
you
day,
don't.
And hopefully you don't see that more than once in a lifetime.
Face off to the left of Vejmelka. We're just 28 seconds into the third period.
To reference the talking heads.
Yeah. Puck along the right wing boards. Schmaltz will go in behind the net. And a Kessel ring to Sergachev. Connor Brown goes in there, forces him to the right side. To Schmaltz off the boards and out. Stetcher and Podkolzin got the puck out of the zone. Kesselring has it as his own blue line. Over to Keller. Keller into the middle, but picked out of the air by Draisaitl and then taken by Schmaltz to the blue line. Sergachev will get it across to Bortuzzo. Rim the puck. Skating onto it, Connor Brown. Get over center ice now into the Utah zone. Oilers make changes. Brown went in behind the goal. Valimaki came in there, ran into Brown. Puck comes free to Henrique. Henrique on the end boards. Keller gets it loose over to Bortuzzo. The left wing to Cooley. Cross ice to Valimaki. He'll shoot it in. It goes right to Pickard. And he's going to cover that up as Dylan Gunther was coming in, and Pickard holds on. We're a minute and 33 into the third. 3-2, Edmonton leads. It's the one and only time the Oilers come to Utah this year. Utah Hockey Club will be in Edmonton December 31st and March 18th. Face off to the left of Pickard. Brett Kulak. The puck to the left wing boards. There's nowhere to go with it. Henrique to assist to Jeff Skinner. Only got it to the top of the circle, and Janmark makes sure, and it does get out. Now to Skinner, check just inside the Utah blue line, but goes after it in the right corner, runs into Valimaki. Gunther on the end boards. Had to deal with Skinner. Gunther spun around.
That was close.
By Jeff Skinner. It was close, but no call. Puck played out. Here's Skinner with it at center. It goes right over to Cooley. He'll go across to Kerfoot. Missed him with it. Janmark has it at the Edmonton blue line. Get to center ice. Lift it. Gloved by Vejmelka to the right wing corner. Leave it to Mata. Now to Carconi. Up the right wing. We'll get it just into the Oilers zone. It goes to Stenlund right side. He'll shoot it. Hard shot and save made by Pickard. He'll hold on to it. 2 minutes, 28 seconds gone in the third. Edmonton up by a score of 3-2.
That's the second high heat that Calvin Pickard has had to fight off in this game. Draisaitl out to take a D-zone drop. It's a left side draw. So Caggiula will come off. Leon will go on. Derek Ryan and Corey Perry remain on the ice. And you know what, Perry, if you look at Perry's numbers for a fourth line winger, it's fine. 4 goals, 7 points. He's had a couple fights. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
Especially with a 39-year-old player.
Stetcher will go in behind the Edmonton net, the right corner. Pass picked out of the air by Stenlund and taken away by Draisaitl with Perry. In over the line, over to Perry. His shot. Vejmelka the save. The rebound and swatted up to the blue line. Near Kraus will keep it in, blast it towards it, and then drilled Bortuzzo. Puck on the right wing point. Stetcher on the right side to Draisaitl. Now behind the net to Perry. Goes over to the left now towards the net. Poked away by the netminder Vejmelka. Up against the boards is Derek Ryan. 3-2 Edmonton here in the third. Just over 3 minutes gone in this third period. Valimaki through the middle. Comes back to Bortuzzo. He won't get it out. Kajula keeps it in. Right wing to Stetcher. Goes to the right wing corner. Bumped by Bortuzzo. And Kerfoot can skate out for Utah. Gets to center ice. Kajula all over him. Kerfoot comes into the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. One hands it across over to Michelli. He's top of the circle. Lost the puck. Kapanen got it out. Kerfoot bump it back to his own blue line. To Mata. Now up the left wing to Bukestad into the Oiler end. Down the left side. Kraus to the net. Scores. Lawson Kraus. Off the post and in. And this game's tied at 3.
Kraus has had 3 20-plus goal seasons. He's a top 12 overall pick of the Florida Panthers. They moved him with a contract to Arizona a number of years ago, and he has found a home in this organization.
Sprung down the left wing, took it to the net.
And you think of Perry getting robbed just before that.
So Kraus gets his fourth of the year at 3:42 of the third. We're tied up at 3.
And Bouchard is at a star across night. He's -3 in this game, but with a couple power play assists.
Goes into the Edmonton bench, so we got a neutral zone face-off. Pick up an assist.
That was a nice play by
It was.
But the Oilers with a soft play in the neutral ice and then fed the transition. A little bit too much of that tonight.
Bouchard on the right wing. Up the right side off of Kapanen. Goes into the Utah zone. Bukestad on the end boards. McDavid's on him. Puck comes free. Nugent Hopkins rims on the right. Hacked out of the zone by Michelli, so Ekholm chases after it. Kraus right on him, goes in behind the net, up the left wing to Kapanen, off the boards to Nugent Hopkins. Has it just inside the Edmonton blue line. Left wing for Ekholm. Blasts the puck into the zone. Brown after it on the forecheck. Puck comes around to Bukestad. They'll get it out, find Keller. Center ice will shoot the puck in. It goes to the left wing corner. Emberson on the inboards for the Oilers. Trying to protect it. The Schmaltz has come in there. It does come loose. Puck comes out to the right side. The shot by Kesselring just missed on the short side. Cole across to Kesselring. Now on the blue line comes across it. Down the left wing to Schmaltz. A bouncing puck hopped over his stick. Hayton has it behind the net. Hayton working in behind the Oiler goal. On the left wing to Schmaltz. Schmaltz gets dumped down by Emberson. Puck goes in behind the net. Keller brings it up the right wing for Utah. Cross ice to Schmaltz. Oh, what a save by Pickard! Coming across from the right pad. Absolutely robbed Schmaltz. And the puck along the boards. Brown will get it out. What a stop. Brown brings it in over the line with puck holes. And the shot save made by Vejmelka. And he'll cover that up. 5 minutes, 33 seconds gone in the third. Tied at 3. And Calvin Pickard keeping this game tied at 3.
Yeah, he pulled one out of the net there. I don't know if they picked it up cleanly. Schmaltz, who was traded to Arizona by Stan Bowman. And then back came Connor Brown. And you know what? Vejmelka did a good job not giving up a rebound because Colson was right there to tap it home.
Face off to the left of Vejmelka. Valimaki through the middle. That is beyond Cooley. It will be icing against Utah. Shots now 27-16 in favor of Utah.
Yeah, Edmonton's been outplayed, and this has been an Arizona squad with very average advanced analytics.
They're playing hard tonight.
They came to play tonight. No
they
question.
did. Face off to the right of Vamelka. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Perry come out there with Ekholm and Bouchard. Face off, taken by Draisaitl against Cooley. No, maybe not. Try it again. Crowd voices their displeasure. All right, they get the sticks down. Or do they? They do. Draisaitl wins the draw. Bouchard shot, and is saved by Vamelka. Held on to it.
We thought there would be a possibility that we might see this. McDavid and Leon loaded up. The line of McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Kapanen, they've had a very difficult game 5v5. That'll likely move Nugent Hopkins in the center with Kapanen and Popolzin, you would think.
I love the versatility of Corey Perry.
Yeah.
Off the draw, puck gets to the corner. Over to Michelli, left wing. Bounce it to the blue line. Bouchard kept it in for the Oilers. Perry will play it low. Left wing to Draisaitl, back to the blue line. Ekholm snaps it across to Bouchard. Down the right wing. McDavid redirects it just wide of the net. Michelli off the boards and out. Up to Bukestad. And into the Edmonton zone. Peeled off his stick by Bouchard to Draisaitl, now to Perry and over the line to McDavid. Goes off his stick. It does come out.
They've gone a lot with this Bukestad matchup against McDavid. And Nick's done a good job. He is a pending UFA. We've heard that before. The end of the season. Oilers got him from Arizona. And they got Kessler. Edmonton gave up Kesselring in that trade. Given what the Oilers need now.
Here's for the long shot, Vamelka to save. We're going to take a break. 6 minutes, 35 seconds gone in the third. Tied at 3, the Oilers and the Utah Hockey Club. From the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, it is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Cam Moon and Bob Soffer here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Tied at 3. Lawson Krause scored for Utah here in the third period to tie it up. Bukestad and Mata pick up the assists. Oilers have goals from Podkolzin, Draisaitl, and McDavid. Kerfoot and Cooley scoring in the first period for Utah. Face off the Utah zone to the right of Vamelka. Gets to the right wing corner. Henrique has it top of the circle. Unable to keep it in. Stemlin's able to clear. Left down by Nurse. He hit Kerfoot with it, though. Kerfoot along the boards. Jeff Skinner on him. Loose puck to Nurse. Got it to the blue line. Bortuzzo will keep it in. Down low to Carcone. Lost it to Jeff Skinner. Left wing to Henrique. Will get it out. Just eluding the stick of Janmark. It goes down into the Utah end.
Draisaitl back between Brown and Popolzin here.
Alamaki will retreat to behind his net. Connor Brown waiting just beyond the crease. Valimaki comes out on the left wing. Long pass up to center ice for Hayton. That goes in on the offside. Hayton touches it. That's offside.
They go all the way down.
Should be. Linesman let him know it was offside. He touched it anyway.
Cam, tonight the London Knights won their 17th straight game. Sam O'Reilly had a goal and assist the Oilers' first round pick.
17.
They won 5-4 in a shootout. And William Nickel has 25 points in 25 games. He doesn't play in the power play. He was a 7th round pick of the Oilers. Rick Tracy maybe has found a player though.
Yeah. Back to the blue line. Kulak goes to the middle, forced on the left over to Nurse. His shot and his save made by Vamelka. He'll hold on to it. And we like Nickel in Penticton.
And there was another guy that really liked Nickel that tipped us off on Nickel. It's a guy named Bruce Kurlock who does some writing on the Oilers prospects. Apparently Nickel has grown an inch to an inch and a half since the start of the season. So he's like 6'1.5" now. Real good hockey sense. Yeah. We'll be keeping an eye on him in the next couple of years. Kesselring
will get it up the right wing, bounces it out to center ice. Now coming in. Schmaltz will shoot it off the shoulder of Pickard. Keller to the middle of the ice. Nurse able to get to it. It's up against the boards with Hayton. It's near the top of the circle, and now Draisaitl got it out to Potholes to Nurse. Nurse skates through center. Brings the puck in on the left to Draisaitl. It's away from Schmaltz. Got it in behind the net. Connor Brown off the left wing boards to Kulak. Hammers his shot, and that's a bad save made by Vanelka. And Keller comes out down the left wing. Nurse forcing him to the left wing boards. Throw it all the way across. There's nobody there for Utah. It's Draisaitl the other way. Into the Utah zone. Off the left side. Could get a backhand through. Gunther will turn it the other way for Utah. He gathers speed. Now to Mata on the right wing. Off the right wing boards and into the corner. Tied at 3. We're here in the third period. We're 8:35 in and up to center ice. It's Kapanen. Go into the Utah zone to the left corner. Gets away from the check of Sergachev. Puck up against the boards. Mata will get it around. Won't get out. Bouchard across. Ekholm. His shot. And that's off the stick at Gunther. It goes over to the right wing corner. On the right wing boards. And that goes off the stick. Goes out of play. Face-off will stay in the Utah zone.
Jack McBain out on the ice for Utah. The Oilers were in on him as well. A little bit of an issue in the bonus structure. Right now, I thought he was going to be a third liner. Right now, he's playing second line for him. Butch's done a great job tonight. It's been one of their best.
Really good.
He's been excellent. Brian Lawton always liked Nick Butch's. Said he's sort of reinvented himself as a third line center. He had a terrific year last year in Arizona.
Face off to the left of Vejmelka. Ryan wins the draw, but it goes right past Bouchard. It comes out.
Too clean.
Yep, they won it too clean. Dumped in off the stick of Nugent Hopkins. Vejmelka rim it up on the glass. Comes to the blue line. Ekholm to Bouchard. His shot. Vejmelka with a glove save as Derek Ryan is going to the front of the net. Derek Ryan out there with Nugent Hopkins and McDavid.
High heat on that one. Yep. Boost. Vejmelka ended up picking it up.
He's off to Vejmelka's left. Derek Ryan to take the draw again. Stetcher and Nurse are on the back end. Puck gets into the corner. Mata for Utah. Hit Nugent Hopkins with it. It'll go to McDavid. Off the right wing boards. Kerfoot gets it free. Gets it out to Mata. Into the Oilers zone. Just rolls it in. Ryle rim on the right. Puck gets to the blue line. Stemlin brought it back in. That's offside. 10:26 to go here in the third. Tied at 3.
Stemlin had a good year last year in Florida. 11 goals. Came in at 6.
With 10 minutes, 14 seconds left in the third period, Utah Hockey Club are tied with the Edmonton Oilers 3-3.
Goal at center ice. Over to Kesselring. Come into the Oiler end. Off the right wing, a shot hits the stick of Kulak. Launches off the glass. Keller to left wing point to Cole. Over to Kesselring. His shot didn't get through. Lots of traffic. Draisaitl turns it up the left side. To center ice. Now in over the line. To the middle. To the net, but sliding in front was Cole.
With 9 minutes, 59 seconds left in the third period, Utah Hockey Club are tied with the Edmonton Oilers 3-3.
And the Utah Hockey Club all tied up at 3. From the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, it's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Tied. McBain got dumped in the neutral zone.
What do you think of the atmosphere?
I like it.
Me too.
They've done a good job. Rinks full. Even though there's a lot of obstructed views, people still coming. They're supporting the team. Great to see.
Not an empty seat in the house,
No,
I'll tell you.
there is not. Bukestad wins the draw, but it goes past Mata. He'll go back in behind his net. Up the left wing for Michelli. Through the middle, but Kapanen knocked it down for the Oilers. To Nugent Hopkins to play it in. Michelli through the middle of the ice to Bukestad. Will turn it up the right wing. Into the Oilers zone. Bukestad still with it. Cross ice to Michelli. And good play by Kapanen. Otherwise, Michelli had a chance down the left wing. Puck comes out to center. Bukestad.
Bukestad's controlled the play when he's been on the ice in this game.
Stenlund on the left wing. He'll shoot it in. Pickard sets it to Ekholm. Ekholm got it to the corner, but Michelli there for Utah. Nurse forcing him up the right wing side. Back to the blue line. Kesselring shot. Sails over the Oiler net. Goes off the glass. Happening. Up the right wing. Finds Nurse. He'll put it towards the goal. Glove down by Vamelka. Oilers make a quick change as Kesselring brings it up the right.
Skate.
It's out to the neutral zone. Loops back into his own end. An Edmonton Oiler draft pick. Leighton Bakersfield, the American League, did Kesselring, and now Carcone down the right wing into the Oiler and goes behind the net to the left. The wrap around towards the net, and a pad save made by Pickard. Puck cleared out. Cole on the left wing to Kerfoot. Back into the Utah end to Kesselring. Tied at 3. We're here in the third. 8:10 to go in the period. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Stetcher left side to Draisaitl. Now to center ice to Podkolzin. Got it off the boards. The blue line of Utah. Mata through center ice. Puck goes to Kulak of the Oilers across to Emberson. Now it's center for Podkolzin. Unable to get it by Keller. Henrique will get control. Left wing to Kulak. Comes into the Utah zone on the left side. Bad angled shot off the shoulder of Vamelka. Sergachev in the left wing corner. Up the left side off the stick of Keller. It comes out. Emberson over to Kulak. Left wing it hit Mata. Goes into the Utah zone. Vamelka to rim. Comes up near the blue line, and it was Ekholm only for a moment. It does come out. Cooley. Back into his own end up the right wing now to Gunther. He'll hack that off the right wing boards and in. Bouchard to Ekholm. Now to Yamuk. Goes right by him. It won't be ice.
He's lucky. He never touched that puck.
Alamaki. Now comes out to McBain. Goes over to the right wing. Back into his own end to Valimaki. Under 7 to go in the third. Tied at 3. The Oilers in Utah to start off a 3-game road trip. Also playing Denver and Vegas on this swing. Up the right wing now to Valimaki for Krause. Comes into the Oilers zone. Pass across to Bukestad. He hit him in the skate. Puck gets to the left wing corner in the Oiler end. Bukestad played it in front of the net. He'll go to the line. Sergachev keeping it in. Right wing to Michelli. He's down to the right wing corner, stops along the boards. Back to the left point, Sergachev will walk in. His shot, and he whistled it over the Oiler net. Puck to the blue line, and Ryan made sure that it got out. Now Michelli, poked off his stick by Nurse. Up to center ice. Mata will shoot it in. Stetcher around the boards, got it up to center to Connor Brown. Now to Draisaitl into the Utah zone. Couldn't get a pass through the middle. Carcone comes out with it. But Draisaitl caught him. Just took the puck away. Up the left wing to Podkolzin. They shoot it in. Side of his net. Kerfoot up the right wing. Too far for Carcone. Won't be icing. Carcone's flying down there. Pickard on the left side to Kulak. Up in the air and out. Cole back into his own zone. Over to Bortuzzo for Utah. Up the left wing. He gets to center ice. Stenlund stood up at the line by Emberson. So Keller can bring it in, try and weaving his way in. He does, to right into the right wing corner. Over to Schmaltz. Schmaltz along the left wing corner boards. Back to the blue line. Sergachev shot and a pad save by Pickard. Sergachev has it again on the right wing point. Right wing boards for Keller. Up to the blue line. Sergachev on the right side. He'll skate to the net. His shot off the shoulder of Pickard. Puck comes in front of the goal, and it'll get through between the defenseman and out.
Oilers D's exhausted. They need a change here.
Under 5 to go into third. Tied at 3 down the right wing. Small centering pass that goes off the stick of Henry. To the left wing point. Mata down the left side to Keller. Got dumped down, and the Oilers will bring it out. It's Janmark to center. His pass at the Utah blue line goes off a stick. Schmaltz comes into the Oilers zone. Goes to the left wing corner. And back near the blue line where Cooley was able to keep it in only for a moment. Nurse pushes it to the middle. Janmark there will shoot it in.
Edmonton lucky. Almost too many men on the ice. Under 5 minutes left in the game.
Puck comes to center. Ekholm fires it right back into Utah territory. Mata has it left wing corner. Up to the top of the circle. Nugent Hopkins had kept it in for Edmonton. Now Ekholm pinching in from the left wing point. Got it low. Kapanen. It's hit on the end board. Cooley goes into the left wing corner. Under 4 to go. Puck turned over. Here's McDavid. A backhand and a save made by Vejmelka. What a chance. And Gunther's going to get it out. At center ice, he'll dump it in. We're tied at 3. The Oilers taking on Utah.
What a play by Connor.
Oh.
With 3 minutes, 25 seconds left in the third period, Utah Hockey Club are tied with the Edmonton Oilers 3-3.
Bouchard getting control to Nugent Hopkins. He'll dump the puck in on the right side. They're going to get a penalty. Draisaitl got interference. Sergachev interfered with Draisaitl in Edmonton, who is 2 for 2 with a man advantage. We'll get a power play with 3:25 left in the third. This game is tied up at 3. We'll be right back from the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Dan Moon and Bob Stauffer here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, tied at 3. Sergachev off for interference. Oilers go on the power play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com.
Do not interfere because they're going to call it. There might be a Mary Kay call in the house coming. Makeup call coming.
Oilers are 2 for 2 with a man advantage. Puck gets in front of the net. Backhand by McDavid off the glove of Vejmelka. To the left wing point, Bouchard. Now to Draisaitl out of the corner. His pass comes to McDavid. Shot. That hit his stick, goes over the net. On the left wing, Perry to the blue line to Bouchard. Bouchard holding on to it. Right wing, top of the circle to McDavid. Back to Bouchard on the point. Perry's parked in front of the goal. To McDavid, right corner to Draisaitl to Bouchard. A shot hit Vejmelka, went wide.
Not sure how that didn't actually go in.
Now puck cleared out and down the ice by Kerfoot. Bouchard starting up with 2:39 to go in the third. We're tied at 3.
No interference here.
McDavid brings it in to Nugent Hopkins. To the left wing point to Bouchard. To Nugent Hopkins. Side of the net. McDavid goes in behind it. Over to the right. To the top of the circle. To the blue line to Bouchard. Over to McDavid. Walks towards the net to Draisaitl. A one-timer. And that went off of Vejmelka. Goes over to the left wing. McDavid to the point to Bouchard. To McDavid. To Evan Bouchard in the middle. To McDavid left wing, over to Draisaitl. Bouchard, one-time shot, and that was blocked. It went off of McBain. Draisaitl has it right wing. Side of the goal for Perry. Give it to Nugent Hopkins, left corner. To the blue line, to McDavid. Over to Bouchard. 28 seconds to go in the power play. Now to Draisaitl. Has it in the right wing. To the blue line to Evan Bouchard. Has it in the middle now. Left wing to McDavid. Goes in behind the net. Out to Draisaitl to Bouchard. Didn't shoot it. To McDavid. He'll get to the middle. Doesn't have a shooting lane though. Goes over to the left wing. To the blue line to Bouchard. Bouchard down low to Nugent Hopkins. His shot misses short side. Comes around. McBain won't get it out. Penalty is over. Draisaitl has it. His shot misses. Off the corner boards. It comes out. Minute 18 to go in the third. We're tied at 3. The Oilers in Utah. Edmonton now 2 for 3 with a man advantage. Shot into the Utah zone. Vejmelka. On the left wing to Kerfoot. He'll get it up in the air. Glove down by Kulak. Left side to Henrique, shot safe. The rebound, it just poked away before it got to Jeff Skinner. We're in the last minute here in the third. Krause to the Oiler end to Kesselring. Put it off the inboard. Skinner there for Edmonton. It's Jeff Skinner up the right wing as he gets to center ice. Now on the right wing for Brown. He'll dump it in. Barefoot got it around to Krause. He'll get it out. 38 seconds to go here in the third.
Make sure you get the point.
Left side off the stick and Nurse it in. Right wing, Mata has it. Mata up the right wing for Keller. It goes right to Hayton, but he won't get a shot. Here's Schmaltz, and he fanned on it. And the Oilers turn it up the right side. Todd pulls it in over the line. Off the stick of Ryan. It just went wide of the net. Hayton on the left side in his own end. 6 seconds to go in the period. Over to Cole. Now to Mata. Across to Keller. We're going to need a little extra. Tied at 3 here through 60. Oilers with a chance on that power play, but they don't score. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have the overtime for you. Tied at 3 between the Oilers and Utah. Here at the Delta Center, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Christmas is just around the corner. And you're already struggling with debt. Working multiple jobs, wondering whether you can buy groceries and pay the utility bill? Please know there is help for you and your family. If you live in Edmonton, reach out today to 880 CHED Santa's Anonymous and apply for toys for your children. Their smiles will be the best gift you receive this holiday season. Please visit santasanonymous.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Oilers and the Utah Hockey Club going overtime, tied at 3.
Highly entertaining hockey game. Edmonton had a good third period. Outshot Utah 16-9, but gave up the one even strength goal. Utah 5-on-5 has been the better team in this game. The Oilers power play has 2. And away we go for OT.
Oilers are 4-2 in overtime this year. Haven't played in a shootout yet, so 4-2 overall. And Utah, same situation. They haven't played in a shootout yet, but they're 4-3 in the 3-on-3 overtime.
Coming off an overtime victory against Montreal, where Mikhail Sergachev got his old team. Montreal Canadiens, of course, he was traded for Jonathan Drouin, which was a steal for Tampa Bay. And it comes down to a face-off here. And look who they have out to take the draw. Stenlund, a 60% face-off man. They want puck possession.
Well, in OT, if you lose the opening draw, sometimes you never get the puck back.
Possession is 9/10 of the rule. Oilers got it.
Draisaitl wins it, and Bouchard will go in behind the Oiler net. Leads the puck to McDavid. He gathers speed. Up the right wing now to Draisaitl. In over the line. Slows up. Now in front to McDavid. And he put it on net. Vejmelka got his pad on it. Puck comes out. Oilers still have it though. And it's Bouchard. Left wing to McDavid. Into the Utah zone. Gives it back to Evan Bouchard. Gunther comes in and he does knock it free. But Draisaitl got to it first, up the right wing for Evan Bouchard. Bouchard into the Utah zone. Get the puck to Draisaitl. Now to McDavid, to Draisaitl. One-timer, Vejmelka the save. He'll hold on. It'll be a face-off in the Utah zone.
Well, the Oilers created a little bit of a look-see there. Out comes Henrique, Nugent Hopkins, and Ekholm. And let's face it, the Oilers are down 2 of the guys at forward that would normally work, because it'd be Hyman and Nugent Hopkins with the second forward group. And then maybe Henrique and Arvidsson in the third. I think if there is to be another forward group, it'll be Leon and Connor.
Face off to the left of Vejmelka. We're just 45 seconds into the OT. Puck goes to Ole Mata. Mata to Schmaltz behind his net.
How important's Ole Mata been for Bill Armstrong to pick up here?
Schmaltz still waiting in behind the goal. Henrique waiting.
Schmaltz has got a long reach. Got to be aware of him. Out on the ice, he can dangle, and he's good on his backhand.
Up to Michelli. It's into the Oiler end on the right, almost lost it, and now he does to Nugent Hopkins in over the line. The shot scores! Ryan Nugent Hopkins! He wins it for the Oilers here in OT. What a shot! And the Oilers win it 4-3. Nugent Hopkins pulls the trigger.
The Oilers steal one here. They stole this one tonight.
What a shot.
No question about it.
Nugent Hopkins gets his third of the season, steals at the Oiler blue line, goes flying down the right side, and just wires it home. And Edmonton wins it 4-3 here in Utah, despite being down 2-0 after the first period. And Nugent Hopkins with a wonderful shot. And Edmonton gets their 12th win of the season. And they're now 5-2 in the 3-on-3 overtime. But Nugent Hopkins with a tremendous play.
Well, this was